Welcome back to the Tales of the Dark Multiverse, and today we'll be telling you the story of the Judas contract, but with a bit of a twist. This is the Comicstorian channel, and my name is Benny, and I do dramatic readings of your favorite comic books. Today we're going to be covering a weird spin-off universe. You see, the Dark Multiverse is a multiverse of DC places that is basically all of the most evil things that have ever happened. And they've created a line of comic books in which they tell you evil versions of your favorite storylines. The Teen Titans The Judas Contract is considered one of the best Teen Titans storylines ever, in which we had Terra and she betrayed the Teen Titans to work with Deathstroke. This is an alternate take on it, and if you enjoy it, consider smashing that like button and your admission into the Teen Titans is as good as gold. I swear, totally legit. Alright, let's go ahead and start your comic. Tempest Fugonaut turns, his staff batting away the strange creature of darkness. The monster swirls and it disappears, moving through the void between the dark multiverse. With the battle over, Tempest once again turns his gaze upon a world that has been overtaken by darkness. And in this world, the members of the Teen Titans fight against enemy soldiers. One of their newest members, Terra, uses her powers to manipulate the earth to hurl dirt and stones at the soldiers, and the fight ends quickly. Later, the team finds themselves back at Teen Titans Tower. From the side room, a door opens, revealing Wally West dressed in civilian clothes. It's that time, isn't it, Wally? I never expected you to be the first of the Titans to leave, Dick Grayson tells his old friend. Wally nods, telling the team that he needs to dedicate more time to college. The group hug and they say their goodbyes, with Wally telling Donna that she better invite him to the wedding. Wally, don't go yet. I guess this is as good a time as any to make my announcement, Dick tells them, and he looks at his friends before looking out into the night sky. I'm giving up on being Robin, he tells them. The group looks shocked as Dick removes his Robin mask, telling them, I'm done living in the shadow of Batman. As long as I wear the same costume that I've worn since I was 8, I'll keep playing the role that I've long outgrown, he tells them. He looks around the room, his eyes pausing on Terra. She stares at him and he thinks that he sees something in her eyes. But later he stops by her room, asking if there's anything she'd like to talk about, that she might understand what he meant by stepping out of someone's shadow. Anger flashes across her face as she reels back. I'm nobody's sidekick, she tells him. Dick reels back, trying to apologize for misunderstanding the look that she was giving him. He turns to leave, but Terra quickly apologizes, telling him that she is new to the whole team thing. I guess I'm just curious. He's Batman. Didn't you think that there were heaps that he could have taught you? Surely, but he can only teach you to be Batman, you know? Later, Deathstroke stands in his mansion with Terra leaning on the wall behind him. You've made a grave mistake, Terra, he tells her. I believe that inviting Batman's sidekick to speak with you has put your entire mission in danger. Relax, Slade. They still don't know that I'm a spy, she tells him, brushing off the worry, but Slade turns, telling her that she needs to be more cautious. She lashes out at him, accusing him of being soft, holding up pictures of his family that are scattered around the room. I'd caution some respect, he warns her. She begins to speak out again, stumbling back as Deathstroke's hand slaps her across the face, and she stares, her eyes wide in shock. A reprimand for forgetting your place, for not respecting your superior, he tells her. But shock turns to anger, and the house begins to rumble around them as she shakes the earth and Slade is launched from the house, landing in the snow outside. Enough! This is foolish, child, he warns her. Nah, I actually reckon that this is the first smart thing I've ever done, she tells him, floating on a piece of rock. Slade dodges as she sends the stones and the earth at him, and he tries to reason with her, but she isn't listening. Before he can dodge again, he's trapped in the shackles of earth. See, a little bird said something to me that made a lot of sense, she says, leaning in. You gotta craft your own destiny, Slade. Slade's one good eye opens wide as he sees the end coming. The potential of your power is near infinite, girl. You don't want to be controlled. You want to be free. I can teach you discipline. Nah, that's the thing. I'm done with discipline. The rocks pull tight and Slade's arm and head are ripped clean off his body. She marches back into the house, bursting through the front door. Oh, Wintergreen, she calls to Slade's butler. Moving through the house, she tries to find the former soldier, only to be surprised as he pops around the corner with a gun. But she slices through his hand with the earth, sending him to the floor, and then she leans in close to the elderly man. The drugs that made Slade all super Deathstroke. He has spares, where are they? She demands to know. Wintergreen leads her through the house where Slade kept the drugs in case his powers ever depleted. Wintergreen helps her into the harness, trying to talk her out of her current course. You're doing an awful lot of yapping for the help, she tells him, ordering him to press the button, and as it's activated, the energy courses through her. She screams, falling to the ground. Stupid girl. Wintergreen spits, turning away from her fallen body. But suddenly the earth begins to rumble and he turns back. No, you shouldn't be alive. Slade was in a coma for weeks. He gasps. Terra smiles at him. Slade was just a man who never lived up to his potential. Hell, he couldn't even kill a bunch of kids. I'm so much more. Later at Titan's Tower, Raven looks up from her meditation. She senses the presence of her friends. Garth joins her as they both begin to look into the darkness of the stairs. Terra, that's the name Slade gave me. It means dirt, and that ain't me. I'm not Earth. I am the Earth, Terra says, walking into the light. Say hello to Gaia. Garth stands confused, but Raven finally understands. Terra was the spy. I should have trusted my instincts. It was evil I sensed in you, she tells her. Raven begins to move against her former friend, but Garth gets in the way, still not understanding. No, we can't hurt Terra! But Gaia laughs, using her power to launch herself away from the building, and as she floats over the bay, she looks back to see Teen Titan's Tower destroyed by an erupting volcano. The next to fall was Donna Troy, who was launched into space. Cyborg and Starfire were both buried deep beneath the earth until they both suffocated. And later, Gaia shatters through the window of Dick Grayson's apartment. Oh boy wonder, you're home! Good. Dick jumps away, startled by the attack, and she lashes out with a metal blade. Dick dodges, flipping out the window, moving away in the streets, and he quickly loses himself into the crowd in the park as Gaia floats behind him, trying to find him. Gotta admit, it's harder to find you in the crowd now that you've toned down your wardrobe. But there's a quick fix for that. The ground between the crowd begins to split open, dropping them into pools of lava. Dick Grayson rushes forward, yelling for her to stop over the screams of dying civilians. She lashes out again and Dick flips away, taking cover behind a tree as she launches sharp stones. He ducks, jumping as arms of Earth reach out for him, and as he moves, Gaia taunts him with the deaths of his friends. Shock slowly fills him, and the Earth arm encircles him, pulling him up to her level. But in a blur of emotion, Dick is gone and Gaia is talking to blank air. Close by, Wally comes to a stop, dumping Grayson on the ground. Wally! You're here, Dick asks, shocked. The tower! They're all gone! Terra killed them, Dick! Kid Flash tells his friend, but Wally reaches into his bag, pulling out the Robin costume. They don't have to beat Gaia. They just need to slow her down. I put a call into the big guy, Wally tells him. Okay then, we can do as Dick tells his friend with a nod. The two heroes leap from the bushes, with Dick now clad in the Robin costume. Their attacks can't make it through Gaia's defense though, and as they leap in to defeat her, twin blades of Earth pierce their chests. The two friends fall to the ground, gasping for air, and Wally reaches out, his fingers brushing against Robin's. Sorry, Dick. I should have been faster. It's okay. We did it. He's here, Robin tells him, turning his eyes skyward as the life leaves his body. Terra Markov! Superman bellows as he lifts her off the ground. Enough! He lifts her into the sky with him. I don't know what hurt you, who hurt you, to make you lash out against good people, but it is over. He throws her to the earth below, but she is caught in a tower of dirt. She encases herself in clay, hurling herself at the Man of Steel. He dodges, but missiles strike the city, destroying everything. Seconds later, Superman is standing in the remains of the city, destruction and lava all around him. What did you do? He says, launching himself at her. The earth moves against him, but Superman punches his way through, and lava launches upwards, encasing him. But he merely floats out of it, only his uniform torn. All of this power, you could have given so much to the world. Instead, you've chosen to tear it down. He tells her, disappointment in his voice. But it's over! He rushes forward, grabbing her. You can't burn me, break me, bury me, or suffocate me. You're finished. She stares at him, a funny look on her face, when suddenly, she snaps back, smiling. That was a close one. I didn't think I'd be able to get it all in time. Superman's confused. Get what? Suddenly, a wave of kryptonite slashes through him, cutting his skin. Just a few rocks, Gaia tells him as he falls to the ground. The kryptonite embedded in his skin, turning him green with sickness. This isn't the end. There will be others. He gasps, and she nods, her eyes glowing. Oh, I know. There's a whole lot of you heroes. But I know what they fear. Across the world, the earth rumbles, splitting the cities, toppling the buildings. Giant waves wash over the land, killing millions as Gaia destabilizes the earth's core. Superman reaches out, the life draining out of his body. This won't make you happy, Terra, he tells her. Sure it will. I'll be alive and free to do whatever I want. But without the people who love you, what kind of life is that? Terra turns, watching as Superman falls dead. Tempest watches this world. where those who survived the cataclysm live their lives in constant fear of attracting the attention of a crazed god that rules over what remains of the earth. He watches as the earth is ruled by Gaia, and he slips once more into the darkness of the multiverse. And there you have it, another one of the Tales of the Dark Multiverse. Now, there are only a total of 5 of these, and I believe that is the last one on the channel. Hopefully, it's sold well enough that we're going to get more of these, or whatever crisis they keep implying that is going to be happening soon. So stick around to the channel as we get more information on the Dark Multiverse, because there has been an official announcement of a sequel to DC Metal now. But basically, yeah. Once that comes out, we'll get more of these universes and more of these characters. So subscribe to the channel, hit that like button if you want more of this, and I'll see you next time right here at the Comicstorian channel.